dressing her hair is a scene fresh out of Gone with the Wind, with Mammy making sure that the prim and proper Scarlett O'Hara was ready for her date with Rhett Butler. The judge, the Mammy of the courtroom, addressed the issue in Dallas today.
What I told her was, Brent John has forgiven you. Please forgive yourself so that you can live a purposeful life when you get out of prison. She asked me if God would forgive her. And I said, yes, I believe he will. He will forgive you. And then she said, well, I don't even have a Bible. I don't know where to begin. I don't have a Bible. And I just said, I'll get you one. I saw someone who was really, really hurting deeply. And if a hug was going to help her, I had to extend love and compassion to her.
That's that black forgiveness for you. Let's get right to it with our guest, Derek Muhammad, and Pastor E.A. Decker. Glad to have you all here on The Factory Uncensored. When you see this, them coddling her in court, hugging her, making sure her hair is okay. Your thoughts on that, Derek?
Honestly, it disgusted me. And I know the prayer says, Lord, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who have trespassed against us. But we're not talking about a simple trespass here. We're talking about the loss of human life. No disrespect to Botham John's brother, but that was not the place nor the time for him to express the quote-unquote forgiveness in his heart for Amber Geiger. She not only shot Botham John, she sat there, paced the floor while texting her boyfriend as he died. Mm-hmm. So I don't think the brother, no disrespect to him, had the right to break ranks with his family. His mother referred to Amber Geiger as a devil, and the cry was justice for Botham John. He got up there and all of a sudden the narrative changed from justice for Botham John to forgiveness for Amber Geiger. I thought it was completely inappropriate. I thought the judge completely overstepped her bounds. And frankly, Isaiah, it seemed like these people were trying to turn their 15 minutes of fame into 16 minutes and just disgust them.
And made a fool of themselves.
100%.
Now they're getting criticism from the public. Pastor, what's going on here? I know a lot of people turn to the Bible and they say you're supposed to forgive. But why are black people so willing to forgive when they have a family member who's shot down in cold blood and a woman is on the phone talking and texting with her boyfriend?
Well, I think we're getting the word forgive and compassion and justice, these two terms mixed up. Yes, we are to forgive, but justice must also be served. So if I'm saying I'm forgiving you, it has nothing to do with you. Forgiving you frees me up from the damage, the baggage of walking around hating you. That's too much of a burden. But I want you to serve justice. If you have committed this vicious crime, I want you to pay the ultimate price. So when we're saying forgiving,
when we look at the ultimate price here, we're talking about 5 years behind bars for her.
Well, that's not justice. That is injustice. Taking a life of a black.
It seems like there should have been some anger with his family.
Exactly. So I don't understand when we say the Bible says forgive. That's exactly true. The Bible says a time for everything, a time for peace and a time for war. So at some point in time, the powers to be must fear that those who are being misused and abused will raise up in a time of war. So not only must we have peace and forgiveness, we must also have war and justice.
Now, Derek, let's go back to the big question that everyone had over the weekend after seeing this video. Why are black people specifically so forgiving? Would we have seen that judge walk down off of her bench and do that to a black suspect?
I know plenty of brothers who have gone to prison. We make up 12% of the population in this country, but we make up over 40% of the prison population. You go into jail and ask how many of those brothers got a hug from the judge. As a matter of fact, most black men don't even get a chance to hug their own mama before they go to jail. Exactly. The judge was out of line. It is against rules, regulations, and policy for any judge to show any type of partiality to either side. Again, trying to turn that 15 minutes into 16 minutes and got it all wrong. So she had no right to to hug her. But